Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know, 2 days in a row, like who is this working girl? But anyway, I'm here because I want to review for you the new Makeup Forever HD Velvet Powder Foundation. It just came out a couple days ago. Today will be a full day wear test and first impressions. I have oily skin. Right now it's the middle of winter, so it is just a tad bit drier in the perimeter, but I still get very oily. I live in Texas. It doesn't get too cold here. It's always just a tad bit more humid than the rest of the country, and so I thought that I would try this out for you guys and see. It's a reformulation of the very popular powder foundation that they have. I had the original version. I wasn't the biggest fan, so I ended up decluttering it, but we'll see. I mean, this one says it's HD Velvet. I don't know. It kind of seems like the same formula, but we're going to check it out. It also does claim to be full coverage, which again, who am I? You know, recently I just reviewed this KVD foundation and I'm not normally somebody that likes full coverage, but here we are. It retails for $43, so definitely not cheap. So it's going to have to work just like a normal foundation would for me. So we're going to test it out. I did prime my skin with the Milk Makeup. This is the mattifying primer. Love this stuff. And what I think that I'm going to do is I'm going to use my brush for one side of the face and then I'll use my Power Pocket Puff for the other. You're supposed to get full coverage with this foundation. I hardly ever use this pad that comes with the product, you guys, so I'm not going to use it today. I'm in the shade 2N26, and I hope that I can get about an 8 or 10 hour wear test for you guys today so that you guys can see if it will work or what it will work like. Also, I am going to be doing maybe not like a favorites and fails, but I am going to do like a makeup roundup because I have been trying a lot of makeup and I just feel like sometimes it takes more than a week or two of testing it to really know if you like it or not and how it's going to play with your other products. So just wanted to let you know that that is coming soon. I did get this foundation in store today, and so it looked like a good match, so hopefully it is. Again, I'm going in with my brand new Rose & Ben Beauty C42 brush. I love this brush, you guys. And look, I just tapped it in one good time, and that's how much product I got, so let's see how it goes. Also, this eye look, you guys, oh my goodness. I'm like currently losing my shit because it's so beautiful, but I'm going to have this up on TikTok. This is the new Adept Cosmetics Inspired palette. So when you're watching this video, I think it's the last restock. So if you're interested in this palette, I have swatches and this eye look up on my TikTok or Instagram. So go check that out if you're interested. Code Yadi saves you 10%. But here we go. Just kidding. I'm kind of a rookie when it comes to powder foundations. I always forget that we have to do our foundation or our concealer first before we go in. Or I don't know. I don't know if you have to, but I know for me, I'm just not very skilled in the makeup department. So I know this will be easier, but this is what I've seen other people do. I'll say that. Patting so that we get most of the coverage. It feels so weird to be putting concealer on before my foundation. I always do it afterwards. 2023, it seems like it is the year for girls with oily skin. They're really showing us love with these releases because normally, I mean, last year, everything was like dewy, glowy, healthy glow. And I'm like, healthy glow means healthy grease to me. Not cute on an oily skin girl. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so my husband's been feeling better. So he set up like a heavy bag and pretty much his whole gym in the garage. And I am like, every time I've turned on the camera, the whole house starts shaking. And I automatically assume that it's my husband like hitting the speed bag, you know, speed bag. And I'm like calling him. That's why I had to cut the camera. I'm calling him like losing it, like yelling, knock it up, I'm trying to fail. And he's like, no, I'm not there, I'm not there. So it was my older son. Anyway, quick update on that. My husband's feeling better. Okay, so that looks great. I don't really know if you're supposed to use powder foundations under your eyes, but I like it a little brighter. So I'm just going to set like I normally do with my Pat McGrath under eye setting powder, just lightly. And then we'll see if I go in with the foundation. But to be fair, I feel like the last time that I bought the other Makeup Forever powder foundation, I just don't feel like I gave it a good chance. So all that to say, I'm just kind of a novice with powder foundations. I really don't know what I'm doing or how it's supposed to work, but hopefully we can get it to go. Okay, take two. So going in with my Rose Ben Rose and Ben Beauty C42 brush. And I am going to tap. Okay. Definitely good amount of product that I'm picking up, but I don't really feel like it's giving me full coverage. What do you guys think? This is without, this is with. Have some redness here. It evened it out. It doesn't look super powdery or anything, but I wouldn't say it's like full coverage either. All right, on this side, I'm going to go in with my Beauty Blender Power Pocket Puff. Oh yeah. It is more coverage with a puff. So I guess you can totally, oh yeah, look at that. You can totally use the one that it came with. I just don't normally do that. Yeah, it's a lot more coverage. It's pretty interesting, but it doesn't look powdery like on my skin. So that's really interesting because you would think, you know, I went in with a mattifying primer and it's a powder foundation that it would look super powdery, but it doesn't. Like, not at all. You guys see that? I'm going to use my brush for my forehead only because I normally don't require a lot of coverage on my forehead. I'm going to bring it down my neck a little bit. I also did get some product like around my under eyes and it didn't make them look like cakey or dry in any way. I'm going to bring you in a little closer, see if you guys can see that just a little more clear. Do you see that? It looks like skin, honestly. It looks just like I feel like the KVD looked. It dried down right away. I like it. I'm going to take my Wayne Goss airbrush brush and go under the eyes a little bit. I really want to test it because if it looks this nice and it provides coverage and doesn't dry out my under eye, then I could see going back and getting like a lighter color for the under eyes and then a darker color for bronzer even. My God, you guys obsessed with this green eyeshadow. Okay, let me do the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. Oh my God, you guys. Whew. Okay, so you saw the products that I used on top of my face. I still have to finish my eyes, but I'm going to start the wear test now. I love it. Everything went on silky, silky smooth. You saw it. I used my Gucci bronzer. I use this Dior blush in the coral, which I've been lusting over for a long time. So I got both the pink and the coral, but yeah, love it. Just real quick, because somebody asked me if I had tried the blushes. They are the same exact gelée formula as the Powder No Powder, which is also a favorite of mine. So anyway, I'll start the wear test now. Like I said, 8 to 10 hours, and I'll let you know if this works, you guys. If this gives me coverage all day and it stays pretty much looking like this, then honestly, like it's going to cut so much time off of my morning routine. All I keep thinking, or all I kept thinking when I was doing my makeup is like, you guys heard me talk about this when I did my underpainting video, but this is a time saver. If this works, these two combined will be the biggest time saver ever. So I'm excited. Let me bring you up just a little close so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so that's what it looks like up close. It does look full coverage, you guys, and you can still kind of see my pores and stuff there, but it still looks really, really pretty, perfected. It doesn't look heavy in any way. So yeah, I'm liking it. I think it looks good. I will be back at the end of the day in 8 hours so you guys can see what it looks like. I am expecting I'm going to have to blot because I have to blot with everything I ever use, you guys. But if I do blot at the 4-hour check-in, I'll let you know. Yeah, it looks good under my eyes too. All right, I'll be back. Hey guys, okay, it's the end of the night. It's actually been about 10 hours. I've been running around, busy. We were cleaning. I helped my husband like barbecue today. So we've been really busy, so I didn't get to check in. I did not blot or touch up at all today, and so I'm very, very happy with how we're looking. In true transparency here, I wasn't recording. I was talking, but I wasn't recording. So what I did when I had forgotten to hit record, what I did was I blotted just now, and it's been about 10 hours. That's not bad, you guys. Usually what I will do is I will blot like at least once or twice a day. That's how oily I get, especially in the T-zone. So to be able to blot after 10 hours, and this is all I have, that's not a bad day at all. It cleaned up very nicely. After I blotted, I took my brush. There wasn't any like additional product on there, but I just kind of like tapped everything down to make sure that it looked great. And it looks great. Let me bring you in a little closer. So this is what it looks like today at the end of the day. You know, I feel like the pores are emphasized just a little bit more than they were in the morning. But it's like, it feels so clean. It doesn't feel like I have anything on. Okay, so final thoughts. I think that this is a really good foundation. Like if you're in a pinch and you don't have time to do like your full-on routine, I think that I'm gonna like it just a tad bit more during the summer, because even though it looks really nice and you know nothing is emphasized too much or whatever, I feel like it does look like I have makeup on. I wouldn't say that it looks heavy, but you can tell that I have a full coverage, some type of full coverage makeup on. So that's what I would say. But that being said, like I am very comfortable wearing this and going on about my day every single day. I think it looks really pretty. I'm looking at my under eye. I mean, I look tired, but I don't have any creasing. It doesn't look extra dry or textured or anything under my eyes. So this is definitely something you could set your under eye with. I'm kind of tempted, like especially during the summer because I'm in Dallas, to maybe go and get like a lighter shade for brightening under my eyes and then the T-zone, and then maybe even like a darker shade for the bronzer. I don't know if I would do that because you guys know that I love my Dior powder in 6N for a bronzer, but I'm very happy with the formula. I'm happy with the longevity of it. I can't believe that I went all day without touching up or anything, and this is what we look like. Like, this is really freaking good, you guys. The blush, like everything held up so nicely. So anyway, these are my first impressions after a full day of wear, a 10-hour wear test. I think that I really do like it. I will be trying it in the next couple of weeks with different lighter coverage foundations and then setting it with this to see if we get a different finish or maybe even a different brush. I'm thinking like the large buffer brush from BK Beauty might be good. So I'm going to try it a couple different ways. And like I said, I'll be doing the makeup roundup so that I can tell you my full thoughts after using the foundation for a couple weeks. But yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? Did you guys pick this up? I want to know what your thoughts are on powder foundation, especially. I don't really ever buy those or I'm like drawn to those at all. But I do think that in the summer, like look at how pretty it looks, you guys. If I could set like a really light foundation with this powder foundation, I feel like it would look perfect and flawless and it wouldn't move even in humidity. So let me know your thoughts. There's a video here that you guys should probably go watch next because YouTube thinks that it's a good one for you, that you might enjoy it. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure and do that. Hit like and notifications to all so that you're notified of my future uploads, and go find me on TikTok and Instagram. I like to post daily looks like this over there, as well as some other makeup stuff. So I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.